Canada is a country that has changed a lot over the last 100 years. On the first top map, you see Canada's second most popular language back in 1925 versus now, their second most popular language in 2025. We got 2 of the Canadian provinces with Punjabi, 3 with Tagalog from the Philippines, British Columbia with Mandarin. Here's the native language, which I don't know if it's been pushed down to number 2 or what. I bet you, yeah, in 1925, this was the number 1 language. Of course, English is the second most popular language spoken here in 2025 in the Canadian province of Quebec, and all the surrounding provinces are French. You gotta have that as a second language. Makes it a little bit easier to move throughout Quebec, I guess. I'm kind of starting to wonder if some of those French provinces down here will get passed. It's fascinating to see this part of the Canadian map not change at all over the course of the last 100 years. That's pretty impressive. You don't normally see that. It's actually just the mid and western sides of Canada that have changed drastically. Bro, it used to be Ukrainian in the core of the country back in 1925. Then it was German out this way, and the Germans just went everywhere, didn't they? Didn't matter where there was land, the Germans, they were going to immigrate there. There's like tons of Germans in Mexico and Brazil and Argentina. Argentina, there's a different reason why there's a lot of Germans there. And then here are 2, I think, native languages that were 2 very popular ones. Bro, back in 1925, these provinces of Canada, they had to have had like maybe 50 people in them each. I don't expect much more than that. So Canada's pretty much been letting in almost 500,000 new permanent residents every single year since the COVID pandemic. It's actually just been on a massive spike since then. This is reporting that by 2041, over a third of the country is going to be immigrants, like originally foreign born. If they continue to let in the same amount, then that will obviously stack and stack and stack, which means this bottom map is probably only going to get more and more interesting. So we need to check back in on this in the next like 15 years.